kids, it's story time with Party today, and I have a number of books I'd like to read to you. The first one is called Jesus is with Me. This book was donated to our Trinity Library in honor of the baptism of Tristan Kaepernick. So let's get started. Jesus is with me wherever I go. I read the Bible, and that's how I know. Look at him, he's on his skateboard, and his little dog is running. They look like superheroes. They got their capes. Fighting fires. Oh, he's playing fireman in the yard. Looking for a bear. Now he's pretending he's a Daniel Boone out in the woods. It helps to know that Jesus is there. Doing the chores. Look at him doing the barnyard chores. Singing a song. Jesus always comes along. Climbing a mountain. There he is up on the playset pretending he's going up a big mountain. Going to town. There he is along the sidewalk in the stores. I know that Jesus is always around. Herding the cows. Here he is pretending he's a cowboy. Maybe he's pretending that his dogs are the cows. Taking a ride. Jesus is always right by my side. Pretending in his little car. My grandkids do a lot of pretending like that. Exploring the jungle. Now they're outside, pretending he's in a big jungle. Sailing the sea. He's in the bathtub. Jesus is always there with me. Going to bed. Turning out the light. Jesus is with me throughout the night. Jesus takes my sins away, and he's with me every day. And he's with you too, every day. And he's with me too, every day. It's a very comforting thought to know that Jesus is always with you. Our next story is one of my all-time favorites, Dr. Seuss's ABCs. Now, I have read this book so many times, it would be crazy to say I shouldn't know it without even looking at the words. Big A, little a. What begins with A? Aunt Annie's alligator. A. Look at her. She's riding on an alligator. Big B, little b. What begins with B? See them bees? Barber, baby, bubbles, and a bumblebee. Barber, baby, bubbles, and a bumblebee. Big C, little c. What begins with C? Camel on the ceiling. See the camel up there? Camels don't walk on a ceiling. Big D, little d. David, Donald, do. Dreamed a dozen donuts and a duck dog too. There he is, dreaming away. A, B, C, D, E. Egg. Here, elephant, E. Big F, little f. F. 4 fluffy feathers on a fiffer, feffer, faff. What kind of a creature is that? Some big feathers on it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Goat girl Google goggles. G. Goat girl Google goggles. G. Big H, little h. Hungry horse, hay. Hen in a hat. Hooray! Big I, little I. I. Ichabod is itchy. So am I. Look at him itching away. Scratching away. Big J, little j. What begins with J? Jerry Jordan's jelly jar and jam begin that way. Big K, little k. Kitten kangaroo. Kick a kettle kite and a king's curd chew. Big L, little Lola Lop, left leg, lazy lion, licks a lollipop. Big M, little m, many mumbling mice are making midnight music in the moonlight. Mighty nice. They go. That's the letter M. Big N, little n, what begins with those? 9 new neckties and a nightshirt and a nose. All begin with the letter N. O is very useful. You use it when you say, Oscar's only ostrich oiled an orange owl today. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. What begins with P? Painting pink pajamas, policeman in a pail, Peter Pepper's puppy, and now Papa's in the pail. Big Q, little q, what begins with Q? The quick queen of Quincy and her quacking quackaroo. Big R, little r, Rosie Robin Ross. Rosie's going riding on her red rhinoceros. Ooh, look at her getting up there on a ladder. Woo. Big S, little s, silly Sammy Slick. Sipped 6 sodas and got sick. Too much sweetie stuff. T, what begins with T? 10 tired turtles on a tuttle tree. Big U, little u, what begins with U? Uncle Ub's umbrella and his underwear too. Oh, Uncle Ub just got his long johns on. Big V, little v, Vera Violet Finn is very awful on her violin. Here they're sticking their fingers in their ears. I don't want to hear that violin, they said. W. Willie Waterloo watches Warren Wiggins, who is watching Waldo Woo. Everybody's getting clean in that picture. X is very useful if your name is Nixie Knox. It also comes in handy spelling X, an extra fox. Big Y, little y, yawning yellow yak. Young Yolanda Jorgensen is yelling on his back. Hello, she says. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and that's the last letter of the alphabet. Z. Big Z, little z. What begins with Z? I do. I am a zizzer zazzer zus, as you can plainly see. Strange creature that is. Dr. Seuss's ABCs. That's a fun book, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see. I wanted to talk a little bit about this book that I got, and it's called Bible Memory Verses for Toddlers. Well, that could be you. One of the Bible verses in here is Psalm 118:1. It says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good." Oh, I knew that. So did you. Let's say it together. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. Psalm 118, verse 1. It's in the Bible. Give thanks to the Lord always. Ooh, reminds me of that song. Yeah, sure does. Okay, let us finish up then with our final story. It's a good one. It's called Nursery Rhymes, and it's got some fold-out flaps in it. Make it kind of fun. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1 and down he run, hickory dickory dock. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and can't tell where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, wagging their tails behind them. They were behind her, weren't they? pat a cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, prick it, mark it with a B. Put it in the oven for baby and me. Yeah. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Once an egg breaks, you cannot put it together again. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. This little pig went to the market. This little pig stayed home. And this little pig went wee, 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 wee all the way home. Usually when we say it, it's a little longer than that. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner, eating his curds and whey. Oh, eating a Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and he pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I." Hey, diddle, diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. There's the moon right there. He is jumping over it. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells, and pretty maids all in a row. Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. One for my master, one for the dame, and one for the little boy who lives down the lane. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, and who do you think they be? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Turn them out, knaves, all 3. Oh, and they fell into the water. That was a fun book, wasn't it? All the old nursery rhymes that have been around forever. Let's finish up today with our goodbye song. If we all said a prayer for each other every day, what a wonderful world this would be. I would ask God to bless you and keep you every day, knowing you'd say the same prayer for me. Bye, everyone.